Now if I move on to the final My Statements tab, currently this appears blank, but this will show you all your statements here historically. None are generated so far for this example host, but you'll be able to see every statement that you have ever had here, and you'll be able to export them all still. So this will be a good place for you to sort of have a repository of your historic usage and finances coming and going, and it should be accurate, and basically will let you download those for the future. Now here we actually have a real example of a EV Charge Online statement. So this is what you should have the ability to export and what you'll be able to view on EV Manager in the My Statements tab every month. You should have a result of this. You can see paid usage, plug and charge usage, which is free mode, which was mentioned earlier in the charge point section, and as well as time usage and monthly revenue. So something important to mention is paid usage refers to tariffs, not free, and as distinct from free mode. So there are tariffs and there's free mode. If a tariff costs 0, that's still technically paid usage as far as the statement is concerned because it's gone through the tariff system. So this could still possibly say 0, even if it could be very high and still have revenue be 0 if the tariff costs 0, because this is measuring the kilowatt hours that were consumed. You can see here in the subtotal section we have, this is the amount that came in, this is 7.5% of that, and then this is VAT on top of that 7.5%. So 20% of 7.5% is 1.5, and that equals exactly 9% together. Something we recommend hosts do when making tariffs or when figuring out their costs, if they're seeking to make a profit or at the very least break even, we always suggest that they charge how much they are being charged by their utility company plus 10% as a minimum, and then sort of go up from there if they're seeking to make any kind of profit or if they want to try and break even on some of the more upfront costs as well. The 32p transfer fee isn't actually charged by us, that's just charged by the service we use to send the money to you. That is once per statement, it's not once per user transaction. We've had some hosts make that mistake before and think that we're charging them 32p per user session. That's not the case, it's just 32p per time that we send you money, which is once a month. Usually it's a very nominal amount of what you're being paid. Sometimes you may have an experience where you're not getting your payments. That will usually be because it's below 10 or 20 pounds, because there is the percentage and there is the 32p. If it's a very, very low amount of income, sort of mere pounds, we usually will just double up on the next cycle and send the money then. The statements will probably still be generated, but if you observe the costs together plus what you end up receiving, it should all equal out. If you ever have any issues with anything like that or anything else, always feel free to email us at support@evcharge.online. I believe actually now that is the end of our session. Most people do like to have a little bit of a putz around with themselves, and they tend to figure out most of the systems pretty quickly, but you're always welcome to ask us questions. It can always help to have some information sort of straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But I believe that is everything, so I hope this video has been informative, and if it hasn't, as mentioned a moment ago, please do email us at support@evcharge.online or call us if you have our number, and we'll be happy to help you with any questions you have. Have a wonderful day.